And we are live. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Ryan here representing the DFS 5-pack. So we're going to talk through the Showdown slate for Monday Night Football, final game of Week 16, and then we get into the craziness of what is Week 17. Although it might be a little bit more replicable this year because there's every team in the AFC is 10-5 right now. So let's talk about tonight. If you could slide your finger over to that thumbs up button, it is always sincerely appreciated from you, from us to you guys. Not the other way around. That wouldn't make any sense. All right, guys. As far as deals that we got rolling for today, $10 off rebate for all new monthly customers today. So for the new signups, you get your rebate basically right away. I'll send it out to you. You get your first month at 1/3 off. Use the website below to sign up, and monthly customers get both NBA and NFL. And we do have a full month of NFL left with the playoffs. Guys, we will try to get on here later to talk about our show sponsor, Overlay Fantasy Sports. You can check out the website, overlaydfs.com. The progressive tournaments are back for the NBA, which is big time, guys. They got big old jackpots you can win by going 12-0. Shout out to a DFS fellow friend of ours, DFS Wolfpack, won the $21,000 last year. So there is real money to be won. Like you guys, after Christmas, 21 grand would feel really nice in the bank. Although, you know what? Let me change that around. That would feel real nice in the bank pretty much any day of the year. Again, guys, subscribe to the station if you are new to it. We're here every single day talking DFS. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Let's start with the typical showdown pick, our Occam's Razor Kiss play of the day. Quarterback Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills. So this is not a main slate type of play, right? If this game was on the main slate, we'd probably avoid it. Not a game primed for monster offense. But if there is a team capable of a big offensive performance, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills, led by quarterback Josh Allen, who, if it wasn't for my boy Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, would be one of the front runners for the MVP this year, having a great season. Nice mixture of legs and arm. The addition of Stefon Diggs has been big time for him as far as his stats on a weekly basis. So I probably wouldn't be using him on a main slate, but this isn't a main slate, guys. This is a showdown. Get Josh Allen into your roster. And he is definitely somebody you can look at to put in the captain position. Next up, Occam's Razor Part 2, wide receiver, cover boy, Stefon Diggs. Over 10 points in every single game this year on DraftKings. He's got 111 catches, over 1,300 yards. Maybe he doesn't hit pay dirt as often as Devontae Adams, but he is one of the most highly targeted wide receivers in the entire game. He's a PPR beast. The Pats defense tries to focus on the game's best players. Clearly the best skill position player on the Buffalo Bills is going to be Stefon Diggs, but he's just better than the New England Patriots at this point. The Bills struggle to run the ball on a consistent basis, so look at Diggs to get his. He has Occam's Razor Part 2. Of all the showdown slates we have broken down this year, I think the two guys you need to use here of Diggs and Allen are about as obvious as any slate that we've been on, because the Patriots players are just not very stellar, so give me as many Buffalo players as I can get. Now, you do have to roster one Patriots guy in the showdown format on DraftKings. And the guy that I'm looking at as of right now is Derrick Bird. This is not like the other week when DraftKings mispriced him at under $1,000, but the Patriots players are less than desirable. Running back Harris is still questionable. That could potentially open up some value somewhere. It's just there's not a lot on the Patriots that you really want, right? Their offense is struggling this year. Cam looks like a guy that you can't build around at this point. The wide receivers aren't great. I'd rather roster Jacoby Myers, but Bird's like half his price. So this allows me to get the better players that I want. Allows me to get up to somebody in the captain spot that I'm more interested in. Also, there's a pretty good chance at some point tonight the Patriots are going to have to throw it. They are underdogs for a reason in this one. Guessing Bird rolls in with 4 catches for 40 yards, something like that. Nothing sexy, nothing special. But all the Patriots guys are really not overly desirable. Cam is so reliant on rushing touchdowns that fading him doesn't seem too difficult. All right, next up, let's talk about John Brown of the Buffalo Bills. So he's been in and out of the lineup a lot this year. He is very big game capable. He's under 3K tonight. Now, you're going to want to double check to make sure that he is activated off IR. The odds are it is leaning in that direction. Assuming that that is the case, I want John Brown on my roster just because he's one of the better players on the Bills' offense. Yes. Would I rather go to Beasley? Definitely. But John Brown is like a third of the price of Cole Beasley. So give me John Brown, one play, and he can get GPP value because he's a deep threat. I'm sure the defense focuses a lot of their attention on Stefon Diggs, and while Diggs will still get his John Brown is very, very cheap right here. They let go of Jake Kumaro, which leads me to believe that John Brown is going to be activated and ready to go tonight. Last up, Isaiah McKenzie of the Buffalo Bills. Again, they let go of Kumaro, so that does help McKenzie's ability to be involved right here. Having Brown activated is not good for McKenzie, but I don't think it's a major influence on this one. McKenzie is nothing but a dart throw. Of all the guys on this slate that are under $1,000, he's my favorite, but there are no great options. This is not like last night where McNichols, Dillon, St. Brown were all in play at sub $1,000. You just don't have as many options on this one. So if you're looking to get real cheap, check out Isaiah McKenzie, but he is far from a lock for any points. So maybe you want to build without using a really, really cheap guy. Worth considering when you look at it. He's my favorite of the cheap guys, but a big fat zero is very, very possible for a guy like this. So if I got to get super cheap, this is where I'm going. But ideally, I'm not looking to get down to the bare minimum type of players today. Because, like, who are you looking at? McKenzie? Lee Smith? I mean, Jacob Johnson from New England, who's got, like 8 catches this year? Like, this is not a great spot to build at. But if I'm building sub $1,000, it's going to be Isaiah McKenzie. That's it for today, guys. NBA video is already out. I want to wish you all the best of luck today. Let's go win ourselves a little bit of that money, and we will talk to you again soon.